all this stuff. Like, bro, that's excuses, man.
So
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
you need to understand, my friend. You need to be able to differentiate between an excuse and the fact.
Okay, I'll tell you a fact. Andy Ruiz
Tell me
beat
a
him
fact.
up.
Tell me a
Andy
fact.
Ruiz, Andy Ruiz dominated Anthony Joshua. That's a fact.
I'll give you a fact. Anthony Joshua knocked down Angry Ruiz. That's a fact.
And I'll give you another fact.
All right.
Anthony Joshua was bending the knee 4 times. That's a fact too.
I'll give you another fact. I'll give you another fact. Anthony Joshua controlled the negotiations. How about that?
Hey, I'll give you another fact. I'll give you another fact. Andy Ruiz is the champion. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
I'll give you another fact. Anthony Joshua's getting paid more than him. How about that?
I don't care about that, bro.
How about that?
I don't care about that. That's nonsense. I don't care about money, man. I don't care about money, man. I don't care about money.
You keep bringing it. I'll keep bringing it. Anthony Joshua, sells out the 90,000 stadium. How about that fact? How about this?
Okay, I'll give you another fact. I'll give you another fact. The one time Anthony Joshua came to America, he got his butt whooped. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact too.
Let me come with a fact. I'll give you another fact. Andreas the Punch Ruiz was scared to come to the UK. How about that? Anthony Joshua went to the US of A, but Andreas the Punch Ruiz was scared to come to the UK.
Listen, okay, I'll give you another fact.
That's a big fact.
I'll give you another fact.
Deal with that fact. Talk to me about that fact.
No. I'll give you another fact. Andy Ruiz went to another man's country, and arguably, he's like, okay, he went to another man's country and put on, he lost, but he put on a valiant effort, and in the mind of now, from an opinion standpoint, in my opinion,
that's what you've been doing.
Andy Ruiz won that fight. He didn't go to another country and get knocked all over the ring, bro.
You know what? I should call you Mr. Opinion because that's what we're doing here. Now, we're going to talk Mr. Facts out here. The fact of the matter is, your guy, he gonna lose, right? He gonna lose royally. He gonna take his big belly and go home to his new house and his new car. That's what's gonna happen. And you're gonna happen. And the wilder fight gonna happen because Ruiz ain't defending them belts. He ain't doing it, right? And Joshua gonna beat him. And now we're talking about what's gonna happen, and you're seeing what happened. The bottom line is that you don't like Anthony Joshua. I already come to the conclusion. You don't give him no respect, right? And then
I give him respect.
No, you don't.
You wrong. I give him respect. I
ain't seen no respect out to you, bro. I ain't seen no respect out to you towards Joshua. You've been writing him off, and that's okay. You've been writing him off, and that's okay. That's okay because the fight is actually going to happen. The fight that Andy Ruiz tried to squirrel out of. I'll give you another fact. Andy Ruiz tried to squirrel out of the contract. Come on, let's have some courtesy here. Andy Ruiz was talking some big shot talk, talking about how he's not going to fight for less than 50 million. Talking about how I'm the A side now. We call the shots. We call the shots now. Yeah, that's the big talk that Andy Ruiz was coming out with. Andy Ruiz has been living like some kind of big shot, driving around in Rolls Royces, buying mansions, buying this, that, and the other. Yeah, he's not focused, bro. He's not focused. Yeah.
Nonsense.
Which was the Rocky 2? Which was that Rocky when Rocky got kind of comfortable? Which Rocky was that? I only watched
that was Rocky. That was Rocky 3.
Yeah. Well, Andrew Ruiz went from Rocky 1 to Rocky 3 in a matter of months. Bro, listen. Andy Ruiz has been talking recklessly. Yeah, he's been talking recklessly. He lost the humble Andy. Where is the humble Andy? Yeah, and you see that humility. Hold on, that humility that he lost. That's gonna come back and bite him on the ass.
Damn! How did we get there? How did we have to start spitting Facts. Let's rewind.
Say this though. I'm gonna say this.
Is that your question? Can it work with boxing? Is that your question? Can it work with boxing gloves?
Yeah, is it applicable in boxing?
Bro, that's what we're talking about, bro. We're talking about grappling, which is applicable to boxing.
Okay.
Boxing in its infant stage has wrestling in it. Now,
Yeah.
when we're not talking about MMA gloves now. I know Raphael has mentioned MMA. No, I'm talking about the boxing gloves, man.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's applicable in boxing. And not only is it applicable in boxing, boxers do it. Boxers do it. Who's a good example of inside? Lennox Lewis did it. Lennox Lewis did it. It tie you up on one side.
Yeah.
It literally tie your hand up. It literally tie your hand up. Loop his arm around your arm, and now you only work with one arm. So we're not saying.
Yeah, Hopkins did it. Yeah.
Bernard Hopkins. We're not saying do something which hasn't been done before. We're saying implement something which has been done before.
That's true. Okay, now what I'm gonna say is this: can that be implemented in by December 7th?
Yeah. It doesn't take that long, right? I go back to where it was used. Evander Holyfield used it against Mike Tyson. That's where Evander Holyfield got the better of Mike Tyson in the first fight, but obviously he didn't like it in fighting, right? But what I'm saying, he initialized it because Tyson in that medium range, he throws a lot of combinations. That's where he's devastating, right? Because he's quick. But if you tie him up, he can't use his movement. So that's what Evander Holyfield tied him up with one arm, was getting the other. And Mike was like, "What the frick's this?" You know what I mean? Like Mike wasn't trained for that. So what we're saying is that it doesn't take that long. Like with my amateur fighters, yeah, because I know a lot of them, they usually get into the thing where head clash and stuff like that. So you have to teach them in all sports, up close in fighting, wrestling, medium range, long range, and then I also taught them ghost defense where they move the ring, like they move around, like you see how Parnell and Willie Pep, they use the thing. So you use all ranges of fighters because I like defense in it. So to use it, but yeah, it doesn't take that long. But what we're talking about, is there any coaches? Yeah, like me and Raf could go down there and teach Andy Joshua. But end of the day, them man there are thinking they're nice. You know what I mean? A lot of guys think they know it all. I don't know how many boxing people he has, and there's no Manuel Stewart around there. If the Manuel Stewart was around, I guarantee Joshua probably would have looked at him. Jonathan Banks is around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Jonathan Banks teaches that. So there's loads of guys he can learn from. But are they going to implement that? I think they're just going to try and keep it long and try and keep the thing. But the fight is going to get in close quarters. And that's what you're talking about, where Ruiz wins the fight. From your side of it, you shouldn't want Joshua to learn that stuff. That's what me and Rafa saying. You know what I'm saying?
He can learn. He can learn whatever. He can learn whatever he want to learn. But at the same time, Anthony Joshua still gonna get his ass kicked, man. He can learn whatever he wants, man. But I'm gonna put it like this. I didn't do a video on the first fight, but as soon as they announced Andy Ruiz, and I'm being dead ass serious. As soon as they said Andy Ruiz, I'm like, okay. The first thing that came to my mind was, whoa, that's a way better fight than Jarrell Miller. Because honestly, I didn't think Jarrell Miller had a chance against Anthony Joshua. Just thinking about the fight in my head, I didn't think he had a chance. But Andy Ruiz, I knew Anthony Joshua would have issues with that hand speed because that's just something that not too much fighters are gonna see on a consistent basis, especially at heavyweight.
I agree with you on that. I've got videos saying that Andy Ruiz is going to be a handful. I agree with you on that.
People, I remember people were saying, "Oh, Anthony Joshua is going to dominate Andy Ruiz within the first round." I'm thinking to myself, "What the hell? Have y'all not seen Andy Ruiz fight before?"
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you envision this fight in your head? You see, the problem is people just get caught up with people get too caught up in Andy Ruiz's physique that they think he can't fight.
That's true.
The man is an excellent fighter.
He is.
You know what I mean? I remember when people were saying, "Oh, Dylan White's a top 5." Because me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Dylan White. I don't think that highly of him personally. But I remember people saying Dylan White's a top 5 heavyweight. I think to myself, is he even better than Andy Ruiz? And I said this months ago, way before the fight happened. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought highly of Andy Ruiz. Now, as far as the rematch goes,
Dylan White's top 5, but carry on.
I don't think he's top 5, but that's just that might be we're gonna agree to disagree. But as far as the actual fight, the things that Anthony Joshua needs to implement into the next fight, I don't think he'll be able to. I don't. Maybe he could. Okay, when it comes to grappling, maybe fighting in a longer and long range. Because to be honest with you, that should be the strategy of Anthony Joshua to keep the fight long, keep Andy Ruiz at the end of his jab. If he gets up close, properly clinch him and all that, grapple him a little bit. But my thing is, can you implement that? Can you implement that in the actual fight? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think you can implement that style or those tactics.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Because Anthony Joshua has fought a certain way for his whole career.
How long's the training camp?
A training camp's what, 8 weeks?
No.
8, 10 weeks?
No. The championship training camp is at least 12 weeks, yeah? So
not for everybody.
Well, okay, listen. Okay. In this case, a championship, Anthony Joshua training camp is 12 weeks, which is 3 months, yeah? They've been training now for at least 4 months. Yeah, at least 4 months. In reality, he only had a little bit of time off and then he went straight back to training. So realistically, they've been training now for at least 4.5 months. Patterns, you don't know about the grappling. Let me tell you about the grappling. Grappling patterns can be formed in a matter of sessions, not weeks or months. You can learn basic stand-up grappling in a matter of sessions. Okay, so let's say a week. Let's say it takes a week to learn a couple of grappling techniques. And let's say you have 3 months to implement them in sparring. My answer to you is yes, you can acquire stand-up grappling skills over the course of 4.5 months.
Okay. See, my question is, Anthony Joshua has been fighting. He started boxing. He's been boxing for what, 10 years or so?
Yeah, I guess so.
And he's never learned this yet in 10 years.
Bro, listen. People can acquire skills. That's why the term exists. Skill acquisition. Acquiring skills. And we're not talking about no super duper skills either. We're talking about basic, simple skills.
Okay, I mean, well, I'll put it like this. I wish Anthony Joshua luck in implementing these totally new, these totally foreign aspects of boxing that he's not used to. And I'm curious if he can implement that in the rematch. I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Well, bro, you're not qualified to speak on it since you don't know about it.
No. I mean, okay, you can say I'm not qualified. No, this is what I'm saying. If he learns these new tactics, okay. So basically, are you saying Anthony Joshua, the key for Anthony Joshua to win this rematch is to apply to learn to grapple and hold and clinch and all that? Is that a major factor for him to win the fight?
I'm not saying that's the key. I'm saying if he implements such tactics, then it will be an asset.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I agree with that. But my thing is, I don't think in the actual fight, I don't think he'll be able to use those tactics, because at the end of the day, once the fists start flying, he's gonna go back to what he knows. In my opinion, it's a muscle memory thing. It's not gonna be like, I learned this new tactics. Okay, I'm gonna implement in the fight. That could be his mindset. But when the fists start flying, because you know what Mike Tyson says, once the game plan is gone, once you get hit.
He said everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Exactly.
So you're saying to me that Anthony Joshua is not getting punched in the face in training? Is that what you're saying to me?
Of course, he's definitely been getting punched in the face with the rumors saying that he's getting knocked out. He's definitely been punched in the face. You know what I'm saying?
It comes